guys, John Akerman here. Today I want to talk about the Phase 5 foil package. As you can see here, I got the Phase 5 Gizmo foil board, which is compatible with any foil, but today I'm using the Ride Engine foil. I recommend starting with the smaller 15-inch mast, which is a lot safer for beginning, and it's a lot easier to learn actually how to foil. Your pop-ups are going to be easier. You're not going to porpoise and fall so far out of the water. You know, you're only going 15 inches, so it's a lot more mellow. And it's just going to be your training wheels for your foiling beginner experience. Work your way up to the 24. When you get to the 24, you can find that you're going to end up being able to build a little more speed with your pumping and whatnot, and you're going to get more drive out of the board. But what's good about the 15-inch foil is that you don't fall very hard, and it's just a better learning experience. On your first pop-up, try to ride on your front foot. Foiling is a little different than many sports that you've done. When you're on the rope, you kind of almost want to lean on your front foot, something like you don't really do much with wake surfing, but you're kind of on your front foot. And I would recommend keeping the board on the water, on the surface of the water, leaning on your front foot, and then when you're ready to actually foil, lean back, lift with your front foot, and you'll actually start foiling. And no crazy movements. You really want to be really subtle with your weight and just kind of staying centered on the board and more on your front foot. One more thing I want to tell you about is if you're going to bail off the board, make sure that you bail off the back of the board, because this foil is always going to want to go forward. So when you know something's going south, jump off the back, let that board do its thing, and come off safe. All right, wake surfers. I know a lot of you make some really gnarly waves, some can be very steep. So what I recommend, even if you know how to foil and you haven't ridden a wave that long, take your wakeboard line and ride second wave back behind the boat. The problem is when you ride your first wave behind your boat, sometimes you can take some pretty hard crashes. You really gotta know how to ride a foil before you wanna get into a steep wave. So I recommend taking that wakeboard line and riding the second roller behind your boat, and try to foil that small roller and get comfortable, and then move on to the big steep waves. Another good tip is where I have my foil positioned in my box is also important. I like to pump flat water and get a lot more power out of my pump, so I move mine all the way forward. If you want to start as a beginner, I would recommend putting it all the way to the back, because that's going to create less lift off the foil and it's going to be easier to learn. If you have it all the way forward, it's going to come up a lot faster and create more lift. But if you have it farther back, it'll create less lift and be a lot easier to ride as a beginner. This board can work for beginner wake surfers and pro level foil riders. So get out there, ride what I'm riding. I'm John Akerman tuning out. This is our Phase 5 foil package. Get out there and have some fun. Woo!